Good evening, everybody. Another topic for tonight is all 4 cops fired. Was it fair?
So
well, I'll tell you right now, we're going to kick it over to Ron, see what he's going to say about this whole thing. Ron?
All right. I just heard that one of the policemen that were responsible for this death was George Floyd, was only on the force for 4 days. Now, I don't think he transferred from another police department. I think he came fresh from the cap. And if they assigned him to bad company like these guys, how did he know about their protocol and all that kind of stuff? You know? And he gets fired and like jail when he's just as responsible for this death as they are, when he's supposed to be still learning. I mean, actually, in action, he's still learning. But, well, is that fair to include him with the other 3? I mean, completely fair. Completely fair. I'm not saying it's not fair. I mean, it's completely fair. What's your thought on it, Mike?
Well, I'll tell you, Ron. My thought on that would be, if you work with the big boys and they do a crime and you're with them, you're just as guilty as they are. I don't believe anything about they still have to learn. They've learned in the academy for 6 months. He was only on the job for 4 days. Sure, he got canned after that. All right? That was an expensive piece of academy, I'll tell you that. But, hey, I'll tell you, in my own thoughts, he played with the big boys. He got to learn with the big boys. Ron?
Well, it's just like somebody that's not sure about the crowd he or she is with, and they get one person into trouble in the crowd, you know, they're hanging with the wrong people. But, I mean, this wasn't even a choice of this rookie cop to be with them. He was assigned to them. And there he is with them. How did they run out and choose anybody, you know? Partners, 2 here and 2 there, and those 2 cars pull up. And they go to arrest George. And then this is what happens. I don't think it was this, I don't think the policeman that was trying to hold people off was the rookie. I mean, the one that was only on the force for 4 days. He looked like a veteran. And certainly the guy that had his knee and in the neck of George Floyd was a veteran. The other 2 policemen were just kind of standing off. We don't know what they were really doing, whether they were trying to get him off George's neck and get him in the car, or what.
Well, one cop did say, Ron.
You know what? Go ahead.
Well, a few of the cops did say that, don't you think we should roll him over? Another one said, this is enough. You're going to hurt him. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And the third one, I don't know what he said. But with Derek Chavez, he had a chance. Even his colleagues were saying, it's enough, you're going to kill him. But he finally put his knee in Mr. Floyd's neck. So, I mean, it was like he wanted to do it. I mean, like, this is like uncalled for city. It's just unbelievable. Ron?
Okay. How would you feel if you were the policeman that was on the job for just 4 days and you really had no say-so on the matter? You're around a bunch of veterans that have been there for years. And you're supposed to tell them what to do, how to handle this thing? I mean, I know he's had training academy and everything like that, but he can't open his mouth against 3 veterans and say, you have to handle it this way, you have to do it this way or that way. You know, he's still in a learning process. He's raw. He's just on the force now, right out of academy. I mean, I think he ought to reevaluate this thing for him. I'd like to hear more about the rookie cop, actually.
Ron, it's not.
So that no excuse. Go ahead.
It's not that as if he opened his mouth. Common sense would have told this man to stop. Okay? Common sense would. But for 8 minutes and 41 seconds, he didn't. No. That's not common sense. That's just being mean. Ron?
Yeah. But what's he supposed to do? Attack Chauvin and tell him to get off him? Get off him? Attack him or something like that? Or just tell him off or tell him what to do? I mean, a rookie wouldn't be likely to be telling a veteran what to do. Okay? Well, I think that one ought to be evaluated, the firing, or whatever.
See, I disagree with you there. I don't even think the knee in the neck was necessary. You could have stood him up or sat him up, but if you made a charge toward you could have tased him. There's a simple route around that. All right? But George Floyd did nothing wrong. The only thing he did wrong, was he tried to pass a bogus 20, which who knows where he got it from? He could have got it from a bank. Who knows where he got it from? You know? He could. Maybe he didn't even know it was bogus. What do you have to say about that one?
I'll put it this way. You talked about the knee and the neck and everything like that. It wasn't the rookie that had the knee in the guy's neck.
I know.
It wasn't the that had the knee in George's neck. This guy was standing by learning things. And he's learning the wrong things, obviously. They're teaching the wrong way to handle an arrest.
Oh, no shit.
So, yeah, if you want to put it that way. But I'll just tell you, I'd like to hear more about that. I mean, it may not be true that 4 cops at the whole police department, maybe 3 of them did. Maybe this one really didn't. He's still in the line. 4 days on the job? Come on. You don't get me, do you?
I do get you. I get you loud and clear. But if he was an accessory to it, he needs to pay the price for it. That's as simple as that. Now my theory of it is, if these 3 warned Chavez about take your knee out of his neck before you kill him, okay? Not one, not 2, but all 3 of them said that to him. Okay? Well, the point being, and he kept his knee there. Well, now that's just not being stupid. That's just being mean. I don't even think that Chavez should be charged with murder 2. I think they need to jack it up to murder 1. I really do. He knew what he was doing. He just didn't want to stop. Right?
I don't know. It's pretty hard to hang him on murder 1. I think they'll get him on murder 2. And the other one's maybe murder 3. I'm not pleading for the rookie or anything like that, but I just don't think that all 4 cops stunk up the whole police department. 2 or 3 of them sure did. And I know the 2 that definitely did. The one that was holding off the crowd, carrying them to come take another step nearer to try to get the knee off George's neck, you know?
Yes.
I guess those 2 primarily. But the other 2, they're just kind of standing by. I don't know what they thought. But you kind of have to wait for the trial and hear what they all have to say, or what their attorneys have to say for them. That's all we can do.
I agree with you. Time will tell. You know, time will tell. That's all it is. Simple factor in life. Well, Ron, I've got a good question for you. How long do you think this trial is going to last?
I would think it would drag out for a month or more, but one of the prosecutors has already said, as far as some news reports go, that it'll only last about a week, and they'll have their verdict.
I can believe that.
That's one of the prosecutors. Of course, that wasn't the defense lawyer.
I can probably believe that. You know, I like to see him broadcasted as well.
You think they're going to broadcast the OJ trials and all that? Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, it is a sensation. I don't think it's going to be broadcast. I don't think the defense lawyers would allow it. If they're smart, they won't. Let's see. Well,
Yep. So, for sure that it probably won't last more than a month and a week to the minimum. That's what you're saying, probably, right?
I'll bet you it'll be more than a week, though. They won't have a wrap in a week. It's just an open and shut because of these films.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I mean, you know, it's just unbelievable. You know, I wonder if they're going to have separate trials or all four of them together. That's something to be seen.
Question for you. I have a question for you, Mike.
All right.
Did you ever see a chokehold like that ever before? A knee in someone's neck? I never saw anything like that before, not even in wrestling or anything. I mean, it was kind of strange. How do you know the rookie knew that was a chokehold? I mean, he's got his knee in his neck. Maybe he's just putting pressure on him and, you know, like, put him weak and everything like that, not really poking him. What are your thoughts on that?
Because I'm sure about it that none of the manuals, police manuals, have that kind of tactic, putting a knee in the neck, in their manuals at all. That would be saying they condone death.
I've never in my life seen
No.
Any fun.
No, I haven't either.
Kind of weird.
It is. It is very weird. One of the weirdest things I've ever saw on TV. And I've seen some weird things.
It's something. I mean, maybe that cop that very day thought, I'm going to try this, see how this works. Isn't that weird?
It is. Yeah. Well, Ron, you know, it's time that we wrap things up for tonight. You know, I don't agree with all the points that you've made, but I do agree with some of them. You know? On that note, thank you again for showing up like usual. And I want to thank all of the good cops for doing what they do best. All right, and I'm sorry to say that 4 cops give all the other good cops a black eye. It's sad to say. But with that in mind, I say good night for right now. Good night, Ron. And good night to everybody. Good night to everybody else. Until next time, I'm Mike Glenn. And he's Ron. All right. Good night and God bless.